What's going on, guys? We are finally here, and we are going to be talking about Hotel Transylvania 4 Transforma. Now, this movie you can watch on Amazon Prime. Now, I will get into a few issues that I will have with this movie, as well as also what my thoughts were. But also, if you want to go watch it, go watch it. It is out online. But first off, I will say, is it worth it? Uh, it depends. It depends on how much of a big Transylvania fan you are. Me, I don't think it is. If you don't have Amazon Prime, is it, oh, you should get it because of this movie? I say no. It is not worth to get Amazon Prime just to watch this film. It is, if you want to watch it when it goes straight to DVD, by all means, because I will say this. This one was a very big turn for the franchise due to it starts off where Dracula is announcing he is wanting to take the hotel into a new direction. He's even thinking about retiring. And then when Mavis hears about it, she gets all excited. She tells Johnny. Johnny, of course, being Johnny, he gets overhead. He starts talking. He starts being an idiot. And then it kind of makes Drac think, okay, if I leave the hotel in the hands of Mavis and Johnny, then it's just going to go downhill. Because he wants to spend life more than likely with Erica. You know, him and Erica are now in a relationship after the third movie. She's with him at the hotel. Her great-great-grandfather Van Helsing's at the hotel. Everyone's at the hotel. And he just wants everyone to have a great time. And he's worried about what will happen. So when it gets showed that he comes up with a lie saying that a human cannot take it due to the monster real estate laws, Johnny starts sulking. He sees Van Helsing having something to eat, and then he tells him about, oh, you can be turned into a monster, and that's when we see about with the monster ray. And then when Drac finds out, he's trying to stop him from telling Mavis, as well as everything else. And then he just continues to try to stop Johnny due to the situation at hand. And what we see is he just keeps on trying and trying and trying. But he actually starts transforming everybody to human, and then that's when we see Frank, we see Wolfman, we see the mommy, we see all of them go human, which again is pretty funny. And throughout the entire film is where Drac becomes human, and he starts learning how it is to be human, why he feels the way certain is, why Johnny acts the way he does. Now, again, overall, I think this was a very interesting movie. Was it my favorite movie? No. I think this is, again, everyone, oh, well, it's a kid film. I understand this may be a kid film, or it's for all ages, but again, this movie just didn't really do it for me. I think it was very corny. I think it was rather probably not the best out of the franchise. I think it could have been a lot better. I think I lost interest in Hotel Transylvania after the second one, because the second one was, I think, the best one out of my opinion, and then it just kind of went downhill. Now, there were scenes in the third one I liked. There were scenes in the fourth one that I liked. I liked the whole them becoming human, and then Drac being in the wood in the jungle with Johnny, which was pretty funny, and then them having to save Johnny, which again, and all the monsters becoming human, that was funny too. And then how Frankenstein, he liked his looks, and how he was just like all about himself. He was kind of like a teenage. He was trying to act like he was a teenage heartthrob, and it was funny. And Drac, he just became like an old man, and he was just like constantly just like, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. It was funny. It was really funny seeing what they would look like if they were human. All the legendary monsters. So overall, what will I say about this film? If you want to watch it with your kids, by all means. You want to watch it with a significant other, go right ahead. I've seen different reviews about this film, and again, if you enjoy the film, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying that you cannot, but again, will I get the film? Yeah, I'd put it on my DVD. Like I'll put it on my shelf for DVDs. But if I really had to go in order, I would say for the very best one would be 1, 2, and 3, and this one. I don't think that Hotel Transylvania needs to continue after this film. I don't see a reason why it should, because at the very end of the film, again, we're going to go into more spoilers, Drac finally comes to his conclusion, and after saving Johnny from becoming, the monster he is, and he was kind of curious, Johnny does become like a dragon, and Drac even shows him some moves what it's like to be a monster, as well as Johnny shows him how it is to be more human. So there's a lot of things that get shown in this film, on both sides. How it is to be a a human, how it is to be a monster. Now, I will say, at the very end, when he does give them the hotel, they keep it to the same on the outside, but on the inside it's completely different, and that's the way they end it. And they didn't really show a lot of the other cast. They mainly just kept to the original cast, which again was good. Now, I will say, there was a change in voice acting. Adam Sandler does not, I would say, fully voice Dracula in this film. He gets some help from Brian Hall, who is a YouTuber who does a lot of fantastic voices. I will give him credit. He is a great voice actor for doing a lot of different voices. But at the same time, I would prefer if Adam Sandler just did it all. I mean, it was very hard to tell the difference between him and Adam Sandler throughout the entirety of the film. But at the same time, I would just prefer Adam Sandler. That's just me because, again, it was me watching the first 3 films. But, again, I'm not the director, I'm not the writer, I'm not the producer. And they're going to do what they're going to do. And honestly, I like to see a great, a YouTuber, get a chance at a shot at voice acting. And he did. And I think he nailed it very well. So, overall, what I rate the movie, 1 out of 10, I give it maybe a 5. Maybe 1 out of 10, I give it a 5. Or a 5 point, maybe a 6. If that. Because there was just a lot of this that I felt like was very corny. And some of it just wasn't funny. Some of the jokes fell. And I think that some of the characters, again, Johnny being one of the main characters, I've always found him to be just funny, but at the same time annoying. If that makes sense. I like Dracula. I like Mavis. I like Frankenstein. I like Wolfman. I like the Mommy. I like the Invisible Man. I like all of them. I like all the main monsters. Johnny, again, he's one of those characters can take it or leave it. But he's in a monster world, so again he's gonna act crazy. So, but either way, guys, let me know what you guys think about it. Again, this is a one-for-all movie. I think it's for everybody, but at the same time, sometimes it's just not going to do it for you. And if it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and check out to see what we got for the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this film. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this film. Again, if you did, that's great. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. If you enjoy the film, go watch it. Enjoy it with your family, your spouse, your kids, whatever. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one.